Okay, first of all, in order to do this, you need to create multiple pages. That is number one. So let's create some pages, and I'm going to create very basic page, HTML head section, and the head section, title section. Just create the same, right? Title section. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save 3 files. Let's say page 1. I'm going to create 3 files and the body section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply 3 colors. B, G, C, O, L, O, R equal, let's say red. And I'm going to save this file as in the desktop dot HTML, all files. Again, I'm saving the same file, save as. ගිහිල්ලා ආයේ ඒකම save කරනවා. Save as. හැබැයි මේ පාර save කරන්නේ වෙන නමකින්. green.html කියලා දාමු. හරි, get all files දාගමු මෙතන. හරි, green.html. එතකොට මේකේ මම දානවා green කියලා. I'm going to change this to green, right? BG color. එතකොට ඒක ආයේ save කරනවා, file save. ඊට පස්සේ save as ගිහිල්ලා I'm going to save as again. මේ පාර මම save කරනවා blue.html කියලා. එතකොට ඒකත් all files දාමු blue.html. ඒකේ මම දානවා මෙතන blue. ඇත්තටම මේ මම කරේ පිටු තුනක් හැදුවා background colors තුනකින්. blue එකේ blue, red එකේ red, green එකේ green. So there are 3 pages now. එකම page එක මම save as කරේ. හරි. There are 3 pages now, and when you go to the desktop you will see yes, there are pages. Red. Okay, here red page. So the green page, and blue. Okay, 3 pages are there. එකක් මෙතින් red, green, blue. Okay, quickly create that. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම ඒ තුන හදාගන්න. Red, green, blue. Only changing the background color. Please do this very quickly. Tell me once you have completed. If you have done, please tell me, right? Red, green, blue, 3 pages. Right now, see what I'm going to do with these 3 pages. I'm going to like keep all these things in one document. So let me start another HTML. This is a different one because up to now what we have learned is HTML pages with body section. But this is not going to have, this one is not having any body section, only having head section. That's the difference in this. Let's have the title, and I'm going to call this title as a frame set. You don't have any body. Instead of that, you have frame set. Let's have columns. I'm going to divide this to 3 columns. First column will give 25%. The second column will get 40%, and the remaining asterisk is the remaining will get the remaining percentage. That means 25%, 40% එකතු කරාම එනවා 65%, ඉතුරු වෙනවා 35%. ඒ asterisk කියලා කියන්නේ ඉතුරු 130. එතකොට okay, I'm going to close this frame set. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the frames. Frame name අපි හිතමු F1 කියලා. Frame name F1. Okay, and SRC is let's say red.html. මේ SRC කතාව අපි කතා කරා ගිය සතියේ හරි. This is how linking happened, right? Frame name F1, SRC this self closing tag, and let's add other frames. Frame name F2. Okay. Red, green, blue. Green and blue. Red, green, blue. Save it as fs.html. You can use any name. I'm saving as fs. Go there and trying to open this now. fh, fh, fh. Where's that? fs skill fs. Okay. You can see now. When you open, red page is there. එයාට 125යි. green page එයාට 40යි. ඊට පස්සේ blue එක යනවා. දැන් මේවා resize කරන්න පුළුවන් here. This is like a curtain. You can drag and drop, right? You can see. This can be resized. හැබැයි ඒක අයින් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. මේ resize කරන එක නිකන් කරදරයි වගේ නම් අපිට ඒක අයින් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. කොහොමද අයින් කරන්නේ? How to remove? You can say here, go there and tell frame border. ඉස්සෙල්ලා frame border නොදා ඉන්න. You can say frame border equal 0. When frame border is 0, you will not see these lines. Now you cannot resize me. Border එක පේන්නේ නැහැනේ. Resize කරන්න බෑ. Calls වගේම rows විදියටත් පුළුවන්. Instead of calls, you can use rows. Rows දැම්මොත් row විදියට එන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ හරස් අතට. Calls දැම්මොත් එන්නේ උස අතට. Calls විදිය. You can try this calls rows both, right? Just give a try. Try එකක් දෙන්න බලන්න. ඕනනම් මේක මෙහෙමම දාලා මේ තව frame set එකක් විදියට දාලා මේකේ calls විදියට දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. මම එකක් පෙන්නන්නම්කො මෙහෙම මේ වෙලාවෙම rows විදියට දාලා. Okay. Right. This is the calls one. එතකොට මම මේ සාමාන්‍ය එක frame set එකයි body tag එක විදියට තමයි මේක දාන්නේ. ඒ frame set එක ඇතුලේ තව ඒවා දාන්න පුළුවන්. But normally one frame set will be considered. Now let me erase this. Delete this. And now you can see the other one, right? On any better than. Okay, try both. දෙකම දැම්මට වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒක උඩ එක විතරයි එන්නේ. But you can try one at a time. Calls and rows. Try it now. With frame border, without frame border, දෙකම try කරන්න. And also try to link external web page. මේ දැන් මේ red green blue අපි හදාගත්තේ ඒවනේ. එහෙම නැතුව බලන්න වෙන page එකක්. වෙන මොකක් හරි page එකක්. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට nie.lk. I try to link that page nie.lk. Try to link that. Together. Right. How to use rows and columns together. Like if if I need to divide like this, okay, let's think like this. I just have if there's a page like this and I just need to divide it to 2 sections, and after that this section I need to divide it to 3 sections like this. Okay, 2 sections first, then the second section need to divide it to 3 sections. How can we do that? First of all, I just need to divide this to 2 sections. Okay, in order to do that, I'm using frame this one. Okay, 2 sections, 25% and remaining for this, right? 25% remaining for this. Okay, remaining one, actually I'm not going to include any frames there. The first one is a frame. Okay, I agree. The second one is a frame set. And that frame set, I'm going to divide into rows. How many rows? 3 rows. Okay, let's say 20%, 30%, and the remaining amount. Then, okay, that frame set. Inside that frame set, I'm going to include the other frames. Actually, there are 3 frames. Let's have an external link also. Frame name. You can give any name, right? for maybe like, okay, let's say NIE src equal http://www.nie.lk. Save, refresh. You can see the first one is this, right? The second one is this, second one is this all frame set. It has three things, and you can see ni.ac.lk. It says ni.ac.lk. Let's try. Some sites will not be like, they will not allow the embedding right here, refuse to connect because it's okay. Let's try some other site, maybe gov.lk, because for the security reasons they are not allowing you to embed their website. That is also restricted. Gov.lk. Is it restricted? Oh no, it's loading. Gov.lk is not that secure. It's loading there, right? They're loading their content. Okay. So see, it's not secure and it's loading. It's so one example. Okay, let's make it like very small. Okay, like 1%, and remaining percentage. That means 99% I'm allocating for this. 1% is one thing, the 99% other. You can see. So now entire website is occupied with that gov.lk website. Can be done, right? Okay, 10%. NIE, it's not NIE, but anyway. No, the resetting connection is there. But anyway, like it was earlier working, like you can try. Likewise, you can just see different here. This one you can see very clearly. So please see this, and this works nicely. Okay, that is how we can use frame sets. Try to divide the column and row both. And one more thing before we, I said that I will be finishing a little early. Before we wind up, one more thing, I would like to highlight one more thing. That is basically iframes. Okay, please take a screenshot of this, practice it later. But if you want to practice it now, you can do this with me. But if it takes time, you can just. Okay. So let's try to create another one, that is iframe. Okay, I hope you have taken the screenshot. Isolated frames. That is another thing that you can create. That is basically a single frame. You can add it anywhere. Just a single frame. Sorry. Not that. Okay. Here, inside the body section, you can add the isolated frames. Just copying the same thing. That is iframe. src, and then you can mention the website http://gov.lk. Right? This isolated frame is again self-closing tag. Let me save this. ifs.html, all files, saving it. Let's go there. You can see it's a very specific frame, but this site again, like it has a problem. This gov.lk site, maybe you can try some https, maybe like, yeah, then it's loading, right? You can see, and you, if you want to size this, you can size this, right? So this security issue is like, if somebody is trying to like increase the width to 100% and height to 100%, what will happen? Width to 100%, height to 100%, then the entire page will be occupied, and you can see gov.lk web page, but inside your page. That is the security issue I mentioned earlier. තේරුණාද? අනුන්ගේ අපේ පිටුව ඇතුලේ වෙන එක්කෙනෙක්ගේ පිටුවක් පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ඩේන්ජරස් නේ. ඒක තමයි isolated frames, iframes, frame set වල තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ. but මේ sites වල තාම මේ security හැදලා නැහැ ඉතින් ලංකාවේනේ. right? ඒක තාම මේ security හැදිලා නැහැ. Okay, try this as well. I have done a little faster. Iframes as well as frame sets. Please practice it and try to do various things using iframe frame set. Next day I will show you how to create a kind of okay, Wikipedia like thing using iframes, right? Using the target attribute. I will show that next week, right? Okay, I will stop from here for today. Let's see you all next week. Good night.